to the streaming, and we are okay. I hope I just launched. Let's launch this. I'm trying something new with the Black signal as well. Good morning, family, or better yet, great day. I want to welcome you to Gye-Nyame. My fault, let's start over. Let's start it right. Alright, good morning, family. Great day. I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the Gravites. We believe your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. So somebody was on my computer that obviously wasn't supposed to be on it. Let's try that again. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I heard you, girl. This is the Heart of a Simple production, and this is the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should we say, breathe, then drink. Now grab your glass for some water. Keep your bottle of that water. Put the cap off that water. Just pour that water. Drink. Or should we say, live, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Now move your body and drink some water. Now move your body and drink some water. Family, just move your body. Drink. Or should we say, move, and drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and touch your ancestors. Raise your glass. Drink. Or should we say, raise, toast, then drink. Alright, there we go. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. Stay healthy, remember. right, family. So I want to say great Umoja to you. The polar whatever has abandoned us and is back to regular life. So we won't be taking calls this morning. Yeah, I know. I was getting used to it, right? We ain't gonna take calls this morning. But what we are going to do, is do what we do every day. That's get up and toast these ancestors, right? So, we are going to do. So, what I want to do right now is I want to see if there are any messages. Okay, see, on my one thing, I ain't see a great emoji to you, brother Kwame. Okay. They got us up right now. Oh man, I forgot to throw that DOS on there. Let me throw that hashtag up in there because the whole movement is under attack, and I'm like, yo, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? All right, but hey. So now we're going to pour our libations. First I got to open the jar. So even when it's old, it still builds up a little bit of pressure. Yeah, family. Yep, we got our own drink. I just, yesterday was, well, everything was messed up, so it's cool. Alright, so here we go, family. First off, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass, we salute that Creator, and we say, Ashe. Thank you very much. From there, family, what do we do? What do we do? Where do we move? Right? We move to the stars of the show. We lift up our glass for our ancestors, and we call out their names. Miles Brown, Mazan, Robin the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia Winnie Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvara Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Flora, Montague Pittman, Normal X, Pet Ma, Ron, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Miller Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Agini, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Broford, Actor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carla Harris, Grace Lerney, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rowe, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulling, and Luster Brother, Miss Edith, the Luxter Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melville Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Libby the Farmer, Augusto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hart, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lovina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Furman, Mary Therese, Leon Gray, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vesta, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Ed Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Allen Ohio, Frank Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dillamon Aries, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. That's the case. Some more pop up. Nothing? All right. All right. Wait a minute. Okay. Jana Callahan. William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DePretis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Headley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robertson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingle, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenball, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Case, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron, Nino Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Mirella Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Don Herbin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rachel Easley, Javale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekam Aha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarin Cofer, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Eldridge Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, and Jonathan Ford. All right. So we lift up our glass in celebration of our ancestors, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we move? Of course, you know we move to the present moment. We lift up our glass because in the moment is our power, and we want to be able to utilize our power. We want to be able to work, and we want to be able to build so that our children will have something to stand upon, right? Like our ancestors built for us, we want to make sure we're able to build and leave something for our children, so our children could build on and add and build their pyramids, right? So we lift up our glass, family, and we salute, right, this present moment. Right now we are in Umoja. We are on Umoja, which for those that don't speak the language is unity. The demonic principle is truth. The color is violet. Mentalism is the hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kwojo. Female name is Ajwa. Right? So we lift up our glass and we salute this moment and we say, Ashe. I don't have on violet today, right? Y'all can tell, right? From there, family, where do we go? We move. We move to our future generations. We toast our children, our children's children on to infinity, right? We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, we lift up our glass for all of our relations and we say Ashe. Family, from there, we move to that selfish libation. It's for you. Right? What is it that you need to make yourself great in this moment? We say Ashe. Last but not least, family, we lift up our glass to the most magnificent, spectacular, beautiful, most powerful being in the room right now. We know who that is. It just happened to be you. We lift up our glass to you. We wish you peace, power, and peace, power, and joy in 100 years. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, drink up. Help drink time. Well, yesterday was a pretty busy day. Had a chance to go, and we did communion with Pastor Sokoto Fulani. And I told him, I said, man, I think you hold on to more members if you, have bigger crackers. You'd be having them little wafers wafers and a little bit of juice. Like, yo, we in the modern times now. We don't have to go on and ration out the juice like that. You don't have to, just have crackers. Just let people grab a whole cracker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what I'm saying. But it was a beautiful event, and then also I got to go to Zawadi Bookstore, and they had art exhibition as well. It had some vegan food there. I mean, hey, it was pretty good. I was impressed with the art. Then, I found out how small the world was. So it was a nice day, and I did I got an opportunity to see Killer Mike's episode, and it was good. Man, they were feeding breakfast to the people who came early. Oh, okay, so you just gonna rub it in. Okay. All right, Kwame. I'm about to toast. I'm about to finish my drink alone, since you like to just throw stuff up in people's face. But no, in all seriousness, family, I want you to have a great day. Brother Hatim is out. Of course, this week we will be coming up on Folk Tales for Grown Folks. I am thinking about, I'm going to have to start posting on the Folk Tales for Grown Folks site. And I might even start streaming that show on, now I'm trying to keep everything Gye-Nyame Journey. I got to figure out how to do this, because I got all these tribal quotes Folk Tales for Grown Folks, Gye-Nyame Journey. I try to bring everything up under one umbrella. I'm going to eventually start moving away from my personal Facebook page and move everything to Gye-Nyame Journey Facebook page and Gye-Nyame Journey's YouTube channel. And try to keep everything in between that and Spreaker. You know what I'm saying? Because, we need to streamline and focus our efforts. Get a little bit focused. Right now, we're kind of, because I'm like a little bit everywhere. And after a couple of those fools got some access to my personal page, I said, well, hell nah, we need to go. We're going to go on and we're going to go and solidify this. So, all right, but family, I want to thank y'all. And once again, I am out. So, peace. I'm sending shouts and love out to all my Gravites. We are out.